What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Will here. This is a review of the Husky 3-drawer metal ball bearing portable toolbox from Home Depot, and I'm also going to show you how I organize some basic automotive tools to fit into this box. First off, why did I buy the box? Well, I used to use this. It's a blow molded Craftsman toolbox, and let me show you why it blows. This side up. You know, people ignore that if they're not familiar with the toolbox, and they open it this way. I've done it once. I've seen my friends do it. Hilarious when it happens to someone else. Sucks when it happens to you. When you open this thing, all your shit falls out, resulting in great disarray, jangly chiming noises, and the loss of 30 minutes of your time as you painstakingly pick up each socket and put it back into the appropriate spot. It sucks. So, got rid of this thing and bought this from Home Depot for $45. I did not shop hard. I think you could probably find a better deal. I didn't really care. I was feeling flush. Toolbox measures about 20 inches by 8 inches. When the top lid is shut, the drawers don't open. That's a great feature. It keeps your shit from spilling out as you move the box around. Also has a security latch you can padlock if you want to make your tools seem more valuable and attractive to thieves. So, in the top of this box, I've got a bunch of sockets. The sockets are in the top for a reason. I found even these short sockets don't quite fit in the drawers when stored vertically. You have to store them horizontally, and they take up far too much room. If you try to put them in the drawers vertically, they catch the top of the drawer and fall over and make the drawer hard to open. Additionally, deep sockets such as these have to be oriented, if you want to store them vertically, towards the front of the toolbox. Otherwise, this tray hits them when you shut the lid and prevents the lid from properly closing. Thus, all my sockets are stored up in the top of the box. Now, this little tray I've used to hold extensions, adapters, O2 sensor, wrench, miscellaneous sockets, ratchets of different sizes. And note, please, that these trays are lined with this little cushy material that I purchased from Harbor Freight for $6 for 6 feet of it, something like that. Cut it to fit. I like it. What I don't like are these socket tray, what do you call this thing? Socket rails. Because just when I was putting the sockets onto them, I had about 6 of these little ball bearings come shooting. I'm so frustrated, I'm just going making S noises. Come shooting out of there. There's this little spring behind there that allows it to push in. They came shooting out all over the floor. They're kind of cheap. And speaking of cheap, they're about $3.80 for a 3-pack. Kind of get what you pay for in that regard. Sockets are oriented and organized by drive type and whether or not they're standard or metric. Got some Torx bits in there and a crappy code reader that intermittently works on some vehicles if you're lucky. What else is in here? Wire brushes. This is kind of a miscellaneous drawer of stuff that I forget that I have, so I thought I'd put it on top. Like the valve core remover. Magnetized pickup tool, torque wrench from Harbor Freight. I recommend that. Good bang for the buck. X-Acto knife. This is a set of picks that come in handy a lot from different projects. That I think is a advanced auto purchase. Allen wrenches, zip ties, anti-seize, 4-in-1 screwdriver. I like that thing. A pair of pliers, spark plug gap tool. On to drawer number 2. Big sockets, impact sockets, big 24mm socket that I bought for something. Can no longer remember what that was. I'm keeping these in the case just because I had enough room and it keeps them nice and organized. If I had more sockets, I would take them out of the case to save that additional space. Bottom drawer, wrenches. You know, you can see I don't have a very large wrench collection, which is why I'm using these wrench holders. This was also a Harbor Freight purchase. It used to be one big piece like this, and I cut it in half so it would fit in this toolbox. It's kind of like a stopgap solution for me. If I had a full series of wrenches, you can tell I'm missing, you know, like 16 millimeter, 13 millimeter. I'm basically missing whatever wrench I need for a given job. If I had a larger collection, I think I would forego the wrench organization thing and just have them sitting in here. And they probably get all mixed up, but no big deal. You can kind of eyeball what size wrench you need, and it works appropriately. So, in the interest of brevity, this is the review of the Husky box. I like it. Have some nature. Boop, 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 boop. Husky.